What up, guys? Did a little evening driving here. Just finished my work for the day. Working on a website. Some cool branding for a music company, which is really awesome. Feels good to do stuff that's creative. Earlier I was just thinking about giving away power and taking other people's power, and just some general thoughts on that. A number of years ago, my spiritual teacher told me, when I was going through some ego breakdown stuff, he said, nobody owes you anything. And it kind of blew my mind. It really kind of shook me up and got me thinking about things differently. And when he said that, it was interesting. It was like, oh wow, nobody owes me anything. And then on the other side of it, I realized that I didn't owe anyone else anything. And between that and the book Nonviolent Communication, where he talks about speaking from your feelings instead of evaluations, and how that negates arguments, gives everyone an opportunity to share their feelings and then make requests from each other, instead of kind of blaming people and telling people they're wrong or something like that. So anyway, between those two things, that really transformed the way I see life. And it's very much permission based, and it may sound crazy that I didn't realize it before, but I don't think a lot of people do. Is we generally feel that people owe us things, partners, family members, things like that, jobs. And we also feel like it's okay to evaluate and tell somebody that they're wrong or they did something bad or something like that. So an example would be like, instead of somebody makes a mistake in your mind, you could point out and ask. What you do is you first ask them for permission if it's cool to talk about it. If it's a good time for constructive criticism or just to have a conversation about something. And if it's a good time, then just simply let them know how you feel. Say, hey, when that happened, this is how I felt about it. And then at that point, often people might be like, oh gosh, I didn't realize you felt that way. And then there's some sort of constructive direction from there. But after you express your feelings about it, you have an opportunity to make a request. So then once you express your feelings, you say, well, based on what I said, my request is, and that's when you can ask them for either different behavior or for things to be different or things to be addressed in a different way. And it's up to them at that point whether or not they want to participate. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you a little bit because I've been thinking a lot about this kind of power struggle that we go through a lot as human beings. And those are two simple little things that really help me a lot. And anyway, I hope you guys are having a great time out there. Remember, nobody owes you anything, and you don't owe anyone else anything. All relationships are permission-based. If two people want to interact, they can, and if they don't want to, they don't have to. Speak from your feelings instead of evaluations, and just that alone can really clear up a lot in life. The difficult part is that sometimes people don't communicate that way. So it's an opportunity for you to get curious, ask them questions about how they're feeling, and kind of get them to kind of evoke their feelings and what they're requesting. So if they're not able to do it, you can kind of teach them or get to the bottom of it the same way, simply by asking them questions, and then asking them if, so are you saying that you feel like this? You can kind of do the same technique on them just by simply asking questions and getting them to confirm or deny how they're feeling and what their requests are. So anyway, there's some constructive tools there for you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day out there. Later on.